Yes, it is that time once again. Redstone, Lapis, Lazuli, with your host, Pogokero. Hello, good morning, America. Yes, good morning. So it has been interesting. It has been an interesting time, I should say. Things have been moving really quick. Let me turn this down. This is nuts. Alright. Wow, super loud. Alright. So yeah, wow. Interesting times. Interesting times, I should say. So here I am at the end of my bridge. at the point I'm at right now for the Billionaire's line. I have no more bricks. So I have to go back to get more bricks. And yeah, I'm maybe about halfway there. Yeah, about halfway there to where I need to be. But the problem is, like, I have to go back to my base. So what I'm doing here for the viewers that are at home is I am making a rail line for billionaires. Each one of these bricks equals $100,000. And so I've made one line for me, another line for a millionaire, and then now I'm making a line for billionaires. And that's what this is, a billionaire's line. Goodness graciousness. So, because, you know, in the American society, there are quite a few people who call themselves billionaires. And we afford these people great respect and all this other great stuff, whatever. Because they're billionaires. But what does it mean to be a billionaire? And what kind of power does that give you if you're a billionaire? Is my mic working? I gotta check this out. Yeah. Dude, I need to work this out one day. To see all in one. Can I pop it out? Yeah, let's do that pop out thing and then expand. There we go. I can see both. Nice. Okay. Alright. So remember, each one of these bricks here that I'm looking at is made up of $100,000 of net wealth. Net wealth is the wealth you have after you take all your stuff and you minus out all your liabilities, everything you own. So that, like, even if you look like you're living fat, if it's all on credit card debt, then you're poor. You're in debt. You're in the hole. So these people here, these billionaires, are not only not in debt, but they have so much wealth that it's inconceivable for the human mind to work it out. Like, it just doesn't make sense to the human mind. Ooh, I think that might be my little mini station. But it makes me sad because there used to be carts over here, dude. Oh no, this isn't my mini station. Ooh, but this nice little island here is going to be my halfway island, because it reaches the track reaches the ground, so I can just dig up here for more blocks. Yay! But first I must lay the tracks. Okay, yeah. So again, this line is made only for billionaires. You have to be a billionaire to be on this line. So, like 99.999% of us will not be on this line. This is not for us. Look at some of that crazy stuff down there. Wow. That structure, look at that. That's like a nice little ruin. That's neat, dude. I gotta check that out someday. Oh, there's 2 of them. Just under the water. Oh, that one's out of the water. Oh, wow, look at that. There might be a bunch more stuff under there. Who knows? All right, I'll check that out later. All right, wow. There's so much stuff to talk about. It moves so fast nowadays that I just don't get it. But the first thing I want you to understand is that money is bound by a certain kind of economic law called ta-da! Let's put that one. No, don't fall off, my little dude. I don't want you to fall off. Let me grab some bricks out of you. Because if you fall into the ocean, I will not be able to get you without great duress. Alright. So here's what I want to do. Grab all that stuff. Put back some stuff. I'll think about it. But not now. Let's see. Okay, I don't need a bed yet. Okay, what else can I need a crafting table. So maybe 1 set of sticks for now. There's not going to be any trees. Hold on, I'll work this out. Sorry. This is what it means to play Minecraft. More sticks. Okay, now what we're gonna do is go, let's see, I can't see what's going on here. Oh. Okay, well, I'll come get you later. There we go. Alright. So we're only gonna go to the mine up here. Or oh crap, too many. I gotta make another base out here, is what I'm saying. Because it's too far to go all the way back. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm lazy. But I'm gonna have to because I'm gonna run out of iron. Okay. This will become less brain intensive in a minute, so I can start actually talking about other things going on. One of which is what I was talking about, the law of diminishing utility. So what this law says is that the first thing of a thing you get is like super valuable to you and increases your wealth immensely, or just its value is immense. The next thing you get of that thing is still pretty good, and it goes on like this for a while. But when you get to like the 100th thing of the thing that you have, and you put one more on top of it, the amount of good it does for you is much less than, so the 101st thing that you get, it's much less important than the first or second thing. Right, the first 5. The first 5 are incredible, but after that, the value you get out of every additional one becomes less and less and less. So it's like you build up a tolerance, I guess you can say. So it used to be that like it would be like okay, that's not a good way of putting it, because let me think of another way of putting it. Let's see. No, I mean, like, money is a great way of putting it. Money, because it's like, if you know, when I give you $100, if you're homeless, that $100 is gonna be amazing for you, right? Your life is gonna be changed. You're gonna be able to sleep in a hotel, take a shower, get some food, maybe buy some new clothes, wash the clothes you have. Like, it's gonna be amazing. Like, so you're gonna increase your standard of living immensely by giving you $100. But if I give $100 to a guy who's got $1 billion, he's gonna laugh. He's gonna laugh at me. It won't even make it. It won't make any difference to him. $100 after when you have $1 billion, each one of these bricks is $100,000. Like, it doesn't $1 or $100 when you have bricks, when you're a billionaire and you have bricks and bricks and bricks of $100,000, like, it's nothing to you. So money is perfect. Perfect example of the law of diminishing utility. After a while, more money doesn't really help you at all. It's kind of not important. So the idea is then, why do we have this immense amount of wealth stacked up on one person? It would make so much more sense to spread it around, because by spreading it around, you create more utility. All right, we're gonna stop here. All right, this is my mini base. This is halfway point. Let's see, F3. My coordinates. Yeah, a little bit more than halfway, but about halfway. All right, so this will become my halfway base. And from this location, I will make a secure place to reside for the moment. Oh, I need to look. So some kind soul on Reddit Minecraft made a guide on making roofs, and I have to download that and look at it again and study it. Because my roof, I make a box. It's so dumb. Or I use like the very inefficient stair method, and it takes forever. There's got to be a better way. See about of blocks. And you need to be a button. I'll make a button real quick. How, dude? You cannot make a button. Oh, right there, wood button. Alright, no minecart, but I can go get one. But first I need here make. Okay. Here we go. I'm working it out, guys. Sorry. I can get more bricks later. I can get more tracks later. Working it out, working it out. Yeah, the law of diminishing utility. Some guy having more money than, like, having $1 billion, giving him more money is not going to do him any good. But giving a fraction of his money to a homeless guy is going to transform his life. So if we want to make maximum good for the maximum number of people, the way you do it is you take money from its highly concentrated area and you put it to where it's not concentrated at all, where it's in a vacuum of money. It needs money badly. Okay. You go. Hopefully you'll make it all the way. All right, I'm gonna keep pushing you. Oh. There you go. All right. Hopefully you make it. All right. See, like stupid logistics. That's like everything comes down to logistics. How far do I have to run? I don't know. Oh, I see it, I think, up there. How far do I have to chase it? Let's see. Is it stopping? It stopped. All right. Jump. Ooh, I made it. Okay. Oh, I don't have anything to burn, though. Because the idea... I have wood bricks, okay. It's... Oh, man. Alright. No! Okay. I'll take half. No! Alright, hold on, come on, you can do it. I can't right click on it. Well, okay, then I'm not, it won't work. Alright, come on, bump. See, we're over the ocean, and that's what makes this kind of scary. Because, like, if I fall down, it's going to be really difficult to get back up on this line. Alright, I think this is going to work. And then the other problem is that there's no trees here. So I have like no wood. Be careful with my wood. Probably good advice in general. Be careful with your wood. Alright, let's see. I've got 0 concurrent viewers, but that's okay. I'm here for the infotainment. But I gotta get my base set up here. And so, like, again, what I'm making here is called the... No! Stop. You know what? That's what I needed to do, is I needed to make... Okay, well... Okay. Okay, it took all night. Look at this. Oh my goodness. How far did it go? I think I see it. Yes. So it's like I'm running on a it's weird. It's like I'm running on a one-dimensional line. I can't fall off, I can't go that way, I can't really go up, I can't go down. Okay. See, oh wait, I didn't fix the problem. Crap. Uh-oh. Okay, let's see how I can do this. I need to time it. Video games, dude. I don't know. Why did I choose this as a medium? I don't get it. Oh no! It stopped, dude! Aw, man. Alright, here. I just did this. Man, and everyone saw it, right? It had stopped. It didn't move. So when I jumped out, I don't know why it rocketed like that. That was dumb. There it is. Okay. Let's sigh. Man, look, I wasted this like 10 minutes. I have all these things I wanted to talk about, and I got lost. Remember, we're on the billionaire's line. This is about halfway. Every one of these bricks represents $100,000 of wealth that the billionaire owns, that is attributed to the billionaire. This gives the billionaire lots and lots and lots of power in the American system. Probably in a lot of other systems too. I know in the Russian system, a billionaire means you're an oligarch, and you basically are under Putin's wing, and you have to serve. And he's like the mob boss, and you have to serve Putin. So that's that deal. In America, it's a little bit different. You get access to politicians. I mean, that's the whole Koch brother, David Koch, dying, and his billionaire tax that he always was crusading against. He's like, oh, it's unfair that I'm unable to give these billions of dollars to my children. I think we should fix this. And the way he did it is he tricked people by calling it a death tax, saying, oh, it's not fair that the government taxes inheritances over $10 million. It's not fair. And they got poor people to agree with them. It was so bad. Okay, here, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. 1, 2, 3. It's gonna be a box. I'm sorry. I don't have time to like work out how to make a nice thing until later. When I can work it out, then I will. Damn it, see? So I bet you that way too. Yep. Ha ha ha. All right. Check it out. A nice halfway depot. I mean, it's an ugly cobblestone box, but it will protect me from the bats, the spore bats. No, what are they called? What are they called? Phantoms at night. And I can now use this as a mini base. So what I mean by that is, oh, there we go. And look at over there's a cave. Check it out. not? Is it dig? Oh, you have to dig it. Okay, it's dirt. Okay, sure, guy. This is happening. Sure. Alright, oh, that's water. Okay, well, that's more stone. Basically, though, this is where I get more stone. I get more stone. Down there. Here it is. Here's my cave. Ooh, I can check out that, check out that underwater temple. Those ruins. Oh, it's over there. Oh, it's far. But, yeah, alright, here. We'll do it later. Because I've been gabbing too much, building too much. I need to start, like, talking about stuff. Alright. An ugly house. Drop off some stuff here. Bricks and other stuff. I'll bring one more. Okay. Leave wood here. Leave sticks here. Leave iron here. Alright, this is halfway. This is the Billionaire's line. This is halfway. Every one of these bricks is $100,000. A billionaire owns all these things. So, one of the big deals that happened over the week was that Trump was insistent that, turn this down. Trump was insistent that, that Alabama was in the path of Hurricane Dorian. He would not let that stuff go. For days and days and days, he repeated it over and over and over again. Who does that? Who does that? And a guy who wants to demonstrate power, that's who does it. Have you seen that Star Trek episode where Picard is caught by the Cardassians? And he's a prisoner. And there are 4 lights. And Picard is being tortured psychologically over and over and over again. And at a point, they're trying to break him. They're trying to make Picard disregard the evidence of his own senses and agree with whatever the Cardassian enemy says. Honestly, I've been a great place to get stuff. That's a great halfway point. I should have made this my mine, because it's already a mine here. I can just dig it out straight out. Oh, I gotta think about this. I might just stop. Like right now. Oh, no, I guess not. Let me click on here. I'll do it later. Alright. A Cardassian. Yeah, so they tried to get but in the end, Picard would not let go. He would not. He would not do it. He would not say that he sees 5 lights. No matter how much he was tortured, he would never he'd never admit it. And then so Trump is doing the same thing. It's straight from TV, right? He's torturing the American people right now. And he's trying to get the American people, he's trying to get his own government agencies. Oh, look, there's another, is that a temple? Like, what is that? No, that's a tree. That's a tree. Okay. He's trying to get his own agencies to agree that there are 5 lights when there are only 4. And that's what the Hurricane Dorian thing is. He's doing that all over the place, because this is how you see who is on your side, quote, quote. This is how Trump proves loyalty to Trump. Not to the Constitution, not to reality, but to Trump. uh, because like it's clear, everyone can see that no, Alabama was never in danger. Alabama was never in danger. None of the reports ever said Alabama was in danger. Uh, but yet the management of of the weather service, the Federal Weather Service, came out and said, well, it might have been, Alabama might have been in danger. Those are just probabilities. So it came out in support of President Trump. And then later on, the union of the weather workers came out and said, no, 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 you guys are full of crap. We never said Alabama. We never said that. No, we're standing by our workers who reported it this way, and this is what we're standing by. No. So now, the management is saying that, oh yeah, we agree with Trump, but the workers are saying, no, no, we don't agree with Trump. Trump is lying. Trump is wrong. So, yeah, you see what's happening? Do you see what's happening? Trump is trying to assert his power. He asserts his power by making people disregard the evidence of their own eyes and ears and just rely on what Trump says. And the management of the Federal Weather Service failed. They failed this test, and they agreed with Trump and disagreed with what their own senses told them, what the data told them. And the workers' union passed the test. They passed the test. They held off to what power wanted them to say, and they said the truth regardless. Because that's what's up, guys. That's what's happening. I mean, you've seen that episode, Star Trek: The Next Generation. I don't remember what episode number or whatever, but it's Captain Picard is captured by the Cardassians and tortured. And yeah, just look up. There are 4 lights. Look it up. There are 4 lights. It's a great episode. But this also ties into that social psychological experiment about the line. Which line is the longest? And I don't have it up anymore. I can't tell you the name of it anymore. But in this experiment, everyone, all the people were Confederates. The one guy, he didn't know that the other people were Confederates. It was just one guy. And all the Confederates said, oh yeah, the shortest line was actually the longest line. And the one guy who was not a Confederate, he felt pressure to say, oh yeah, even though I see this is the longest line, I feel pressured by the social group to say that this is the longest line, even though I know it's not. Some people went along with it, and some people didn't, but it caused a great deal of distress. That's what President Trump is doing. He is trying to exert his will over people to agree that the shortest line is actually the longest line. That's what he's trying to do. That's what he's doing. That's the whole point of the Hurricane Dorian and Alabama fiasco. That's why it's such a big deal, because you have to see which people. It tells Trump which people are loyal to Trump, and it tells us which people are disloyal to the Constitution. This is where we're at now, guys. It's no joke. I'm not joking. Yeah, this is where we're at. So Walmart finally decided to change its open carry law, or not law, but policy, and now it's asking people to please don't open carry. We know it's your right, but please don't do it in our store. I mean, that's a barely step in the right direction. It's like a barely nudge, but it's a start, right? It's a beginning. It's showing that it's socially unacceptable to display firearms in a peaceful society. It's just wrong. You don't, the only reason why you do it is to intimidate. There's no other reason to open carry. In a store, in general stuff. If you're hunting, I mean, come on, you're hunting. But like, yeah. So you have to remember, guys, this is the billionaires line. This is every one of these bricks is $1 billion. Oh, I broke it. Yeah, there it goes. All right, every one of these bricks is $100,000, and I'm trying to get to $1 billion in bricks to show you Americans, my audience, what it means to have $1 billion, and what kind of power, what kind of influence this amount of money buys you. Look at all those zombies, dude. Look at all this awesome landscape that we're passing up. All this dangerous landscape. If you had to travel out on foot, it would be awful. Yeah, because the United States is in a low-level civil war. We're in a slow-motion civil war where one side is using weapons to attack the other side. White supremacists are attacking Americans all over the place. Like, do you recall another group of white supremacists that attacked Americans? I do. We called them Confederates. The last time this happened. Yeah, they also went by the name of Ku Klux Klan. And that's what's kind of happening, because these guys allied with Russia to overthrow our elections, so that American democracy was thwarted and the will of the minority was reflected instead of the will of the majority. Why would they do this? The Confederates do this because they know they cannot win in a democracy. They cannot hold power. And their whole hegemony, their whole idea of the way they think the world should be is anti-democratic. They don't believe the world should be run democratically. They believe the world should be run by ethno-nationalism, by ethnicity. That white people should be on top. That rich people should be on top. That's what they believe. And so their idea of the way the world should be is fundamentally incompatible with our idea, with Americans' ideas of the way the world should be, which is everyone is free and equal, and you cannot exploit other people. You cannot profit from the exploitation of other people. And that when we hang together, we're stronger. That it's not only the individual, but it's also, don't blow up. Oh, there you go. There's my gold farm. Yay, gold farm. Yeah, the American ideal is that we're all free and fair, but we're also in this together. And that the government is there to provide for the common good. And the government is us. So we are there to provide for the common good. Oh, well, there's $1 million. Yay! And now I'm in Unity Station. This fantastic train station is called Unity Station. I built it and dedicated it to the idea of unity. That democracy is all around the world, and democratic people need to hang together and support the idea of democracy and free people, as opposed to the ideas of oligarchy and fascism, which seeks to remove people's free will and replace it with hierarchy, with a pyramid. I want to flip the pyramid, is what I'm saying. Okay, I'm back in my base. Yay, my base! This is my central. This is my main base, swamp base. I built my base in the swamp. Why did I build a base in the swamp? Because spawn is like up there at the train station. Got a farm that I don't really need anymore. I have an iron mine. I have an iron farm, which is pretty cool. It's very useful. In fact, it's what allows me to create all these tracks. Because without my iron farm, I would have to spend all my time mining. And who wants to do that? Not me, dude. I'd rather spend my time building than mining. I understand you gotta mine sometimes. That's how you start. This has been a really useful iron mine, or iron farm. I really like it. Pretty low maintenance once I ironed out the kinks. Let's see. Some of the kinks were some guys sometimes having to double it up just because some guys hang out on top of the same bunk, and then stopping the golem from spawning. I had to add a bunch of places, blocks, but yeah, it worked out. It worked out pretty good. Works out pretty nice. It works nice. Now I have iron, lots of iron, and a bunch of poppies I can ditch real quick. It's a lot of red dye, but I don't need it. So I'll keep this iron to take with me back. I think a block of gold too. Yep, block of gold. And then I'm gonna need wood because I have no wood at all there. Spruce, sure. Spruce. Okay, what do I need? More bricks to dig. I have iron for days. I have wood. Bricks. Yeah, iron. Okay, well, I guess it was cobblestone. Cobblestone! Alright, full up. Oh, I can like, here, I'm just gonna put that back. And then carrots. I don't need this here. Sure, extra string, why not? Well, okay, let's head back to the halfway point. Billionaire's line of the billionaire's line of injustice. So let me take you on let me show you real quick what it looks like. Okay, so each of these bricks is worth $100,000 of net wealth, right? So you take out all your assets and you minus out all your liabilities, and what you're left with is your net wealth. I'm barely on the first brick. Each brick is $100,000. So I'm like right here. Like, hey, what's up, Rob? A lot of people aren't even on the brick. They're down here. They're not even on the brick yet. They're not here. All right. So the big secret is Bernie Sanders is like a millionaire, right? So that means he's like 70 something years old, and he's got like maybe, I think he's got one or two of these puppies right here. This is $1 million, right? So for an old guy, that's not too bad. Right? $1 million, 10 of these guys. But then you got people like Jeff Bezos and Donald Trump and Elon Musk, and these guys are billionaires. And what does that mean? Well, remember Donald Trump passed tax cuts on the billionaires, for billionaires. He wanted the billionaires to pay less money. David Koch, He's a billionaire. He just died. Fred, maybe it was Fred Koch. He died, and Donald Trump cut his taxes so he wouldn't pay so many taxes on his billionaires. So let's go check out half of his billion, one half of $1 billion. Let's check out what that's like. So we're gonna leave regular humans behind real quick. Watch. Regular human, ready? All right, we're done. All right, Bernie Sanders. All right, there you go. Now we're with billionaires. Now we're waiting. I need more coffee. Hold on. Billionaires, they're obscene. Billionaires. What I'm trying to show you is that billionaires are tumors. They're ticks. They're ticks. Now, I don't know. Maybe that's not a good way of putting it, because that makes them look like they're inhuman. And really, they kind of are. Because how can you have this much wealth? And because when you have this much wealth, aren't you like just disconnected? Remember the law of marginal utility. Like after a while, these bricks don't matter. Like at what point does an extra $100,000 mean anything to you? I mean, why would you even want to go way the hell out there anyways? Like, when everyone else is way back there. And that's the funny thing. That's what I hear a lot, and I think it's so funny. People want to say Donald Trump, he knows what it's like for the regular person. He tells it like it is. No, he doesn't. The dude's a billionaire. He poops in a golden toilet. He's a billionaire. Regular people are way, 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 way back there. Donald Trump has left them behind long ago. He has no idea what it's like for the regular people. He has no idea. All right, but so I want to come back down to regular people land, right? Like, let's continue on this billionaires line, but let's talk about regular people. There's an awesome woman, regular person. She's regular, and that's what makes her heroic. She is like Superwoman. She's awesome. Her name is Gwen Snyder. Yeah, Gwen Snyder, West Philly social justice warrior. She is awesome. What she does is that she uses the power of her mind and technology to fight fascists, to fight the Nazis in Philly. She is like an endless thorn in the side of fascists all throughout that area. And she gets them deplatformed. So, okay, if you remember a guy named Julian Assange, right? Smart guy, he's just a criminal. And he plotted to interfere in the American electoral process, utilizing stolen information taken by Russian hackers, by Russian military hackers. So Julian Assange is a bad guy. But this bad guy wrote an interesting manifesto. In his manifesto, he talked about conspiracies, because it's interesting. He's involved in conspiracy. All right. So, in his manifesto, he talks about how the nature, the structure of conspiracies, the necessary structure of conspiracies, is that in a conspiracy, the conspiracy has to be able to, number one, hide. It has to hide from the general population. The population cannot see the conspiracy happening, because if they could, then the population would work to stop the conspiracy. So the number one thing the conspiracy has to do is hide. So hide their movements, hide their coordination. So all the nodes of the conspiracy communicate with each other, but hiddenly. They have to be hidden. They have to hide their communication. But they have to be able to communicate, because if they can't communicate, then they can't coordinate. If they can't coordinate, then they can't do conspiracy, right? It's hidden coordination that allows conspiracy to work. So that if if you have increased scrutiny to watch for these interactions, then your communications between the nodes becomes constricted. It becomes less. It becomes harder and harder to coordinate your actions because you're under great scrutiny, and your coordination becomes more and more clumsy. It becomes harder and harder to coordinate. Like your hidden movement, it's starting to to jerk and become not coordinated and fumble and not be able to hold things because your communication is lessened. And Julian Assange talks about this. So he says that's why leaks are really important. Julian Assange says with increased leaks, it makes it harder for the conspiracy to move. So you want these leaks to happen because then you can't have conspiracy anymore. It becomes out in the open. Now, you have to look at white nationalism as a conspiracy. It's essentially the same thing. Remember, white nationalism has an idea. Its ideas, its values are opposite of Americans. It wants a hierarchy, a pyramid of ethnicity, where white people are just on top naturally, and you don't question it. There's no reason behind it. It's just the way God wants it, according to them. So they are fundamentally incompatible with the American experiment. They're broken. They belong with the old world. They don't belong here. And there's not even an old world for them to go back to, because the old world isn't even ditching that stuff. That's why they're all democratic too. That's why we should all hang out together. That guy tried to poison me. Punk. So yeah. So now that these white supremacists have to act in a conspiracy kind of framework, and Gwen Snyder infiltrates these groups and records their communications, and then exposes them, posts them, so that other Americans who are interested in fighting fascism are able to see for themselves the mind frame and the communications of these Nazis as they interact. This serves two purposes. Number one, disinfect. Sunlight is disinfecting. With them exposed, they're less likely to do it. Oh crap, dude! I do this every time. I shoot my own cart. Should have brought a shield. And number two, it gets them deplatformed. So if they're deplatformed, that means all the members lose their meeting place, and they have to, number one, that means they're scattered until they can find a new meeting place. And even if they find a new meeting place, they have to be able to communicate that to the disparate members who have no other way of communicating to one another. So in other words, their community, their conspiracy is broken. Deplatforming works. It works great. It's awesome. It's amazing. And Gwen Snyder is a freaking champion. That's what she does. She's awesome. She's amazing. If you want to see a blinding light of justice, Gwen Snyder is it. She's surrounded by darkness and she blazes against it. She's awesome. She needs your support. Look her up, dude. She's on Twitter. She's awesome. Gwen Snyder. Yeah, fascists, dude. Fascists are terrible. They're bad people. And there's another video by ContraPoints. It's called Debating the Alt-Right. And it's a great video because it shows how naive centrists or naive liberals will try to emulate the value of equality by giving equal time to fascists to spread their ideas, to give equal weight to their ideas. But this is a joke. Because the fascists know this. That's why in the video with ContraPoints, every time the liberal does this, the central liberal does this, the Nazi says thank you to the liberal, because the liberal just gave the Nazi a platform to spread the Nazis' ideas. But you have to remember, the Nazi ideas are not spread in good faith. They're not good faith ideas. They're bad faith ideas. They're like viruses. So it's like saying, well, I'm going to give this moldy piece of toast a chance. I know it's covered in mold, but I'm going to give it a chance anyways, just to be fair and equal to the moldy piece of bread. No, you idiot! It's a moldy piece of bread. It's no good. Don't eat it. You don't give it a fair chance. It's moldy. It'll make you sick. That's the whole point. Oh my god. That's like biology 101. Come on. You don't eat moldy stuff. Jeez, dude. I mean, cheese is different. Cheese is like special, right? You curate that stuff. You separate out the bad and you only get the good. But moldy bread? No. No. No, you don't eat moldy bread. Yeah, geez, guys. Like, come on. You learned that like a long time ago. Your ancestors did. They learned it real quick. You should know better. You don't give equal time to the Nazis or racists or fascists. You don't do it. That's dumb. It's like just like you don't eat moldy bread. Oh, there's a piece of poop. Maybe you should give it equal time and eat it. No, dude, ew. That's gross. It's unsanitary. It's nasty. It's gross. It's a piece of poop. You don't eat pieces of poop. Ah. So Gwen Snyder is doing great justice. She's helping out the liberals who don't know not to eat poop. And she's just deplatforming. She's just throwing that stuff away. So that's not available for liberals to eat. Or for naive centrists to eat. Man, oh my god, I can't believe she has to do it. But it's unfortunate that it has to be done, but Gwen Snyder is the hero that we need but we don't deserve. She's awesome. Gwen Snyder, yeah, dude, in West Philly. Okay, here, I'm halfway. I'm gonna dump off my stuff. So I can come back and get tracks, make more tracks later, right? Because I have iron. I don't need to mine. I don't need to make new wood, not yet. I can take this wood out. I will put this wood down here. Oh, I should have brought saplings. Oh man, I forgot. Well, I'll run into some. I mean, it's not like I'm not gonna find any. I don't need a string. I'll take the bricks. All the bricks. Okay, that's all the bricks there are. What I can fit. Okay, more wood. That's all the wood I got. All right. No more iron. I don't need a mine. Oh yeah. Crap. All right, whatever. I don't need a minecart because I don't have any tracks. I don't need the sticks because I don't have any tracks. Okay. Oh, hey, make a bed. I have a bed here, right? I thought I did. I thought I had a bed. Come on, dude. I had a bed. Where'd my bed go? Might have put it. Oh no, I forgot I didn't put my bed here. Damn it, dude. Ooh, I might have enough string for wool. Alright, so if I can make wool, I can make a bed. I need 3 pieces of wool. Come on, guy. I can. Yeah. No, that's iron. Do I need a loom? Where's my wool? There it is. White wool. I have 4 pieces of string. No, I don't. Ah! Okay, 1, 2, 3. I knew I needed string. Look at me. Oh, 1. Oh. Bed. Alright, when I come back, I guess. Minecraft, eh? Alright. I'm gonna do this. Okay, so Gwen Snyder is awesome. Nature. Okay, so there was a study published in Nature. This study, this is how they did it. They divided people into 2 teams, purple and yellow. And they had to vote on certain stuff. I forgot what it was. And they voted online. It was all done online. And they could post messages to each other and stuff, but like that was it. Okay. And then they had the other group. That was the control group. The other group, the variable group, was they inserted bots into each group. And these bots were placed in certain positions where they would take a hard line and whatever, and then these people would vote. Basically, they would vote, and they would check out how their voting would the patterns would be. Then they introduced these bots, and then these bots would influence the people's behavior. The bots would the people wouldn't know that they were bots, and they would take a hard line on whatever topic it was, just a hard line. And then the people would vote. And then what they would find out was that the people who would be undecided, they would, in the populations that had the zealot bots who just repeated the hard line over and over and over again, those people were swayed by the zealot bots into voting for the zealot positions. So what this study shows is it's a study, it's empirical evidence, it's an actual study. It's not just like, oh, I guess. It's an actual study that behavior can be altered by online activities, such as those activities done by the Russian military in the 2016 elections. They've proven it. There's a study that's proven it. It can be replicated. And I like the way they did it. I think it was well done how they teased out the variables to make it analogous to real world applications, real world scenarios. I think it's really good how they did it. And the problem is the study is behind a paywall, but you can read an analysis of the study that isn't behind a paywall on nature.com. I think it's nature.com. You can just look it up. But yeah. So there's evidence now that the activities done by the Russian military have an actual effect on people. And you have to remember that the Russian military deployed Russian-level psyops against American civilians. Not Russian people, but civilians. In a military attack coordinated with the Trump campaign. Now you say, wait a minute, we don't know this. Yes, we do, dude. We know this because the Trump campaign, because Paul Manafort gave voting information to the Russians. This is not just regular voting information you get off of newspapers. This was inside. This is insider, detailed, like precinct level voting information that only insiders get. The regular people, newspapers, like polling people, they don't get access to this information. So Paul Manafort gave this information to Konstantin Klimnik, who was a Russian agent who works for Russia. So they coordinated their activities together. The Russians knew that these bots put in strategic positions could sway people. And Paul Manafort, in coordination with the Trump campaign, gave this information to the Russians, so the Russians knew where to place their bots, their zealot bots. That is how the Russians interfered with the American elections. That's how the Trump campaign coordinated. So we know they did it. It's not a question of if they did. It's already given. It's already proven that Trump is illegitimate. He's only there because he coordinated illegally with the Trump campaign, or with the Russians, with the Russian military. So if you support Trump, you support a traitor. That's what's down. That's what's up. That's what's down and up. That's what is. So, yeah, gaslighting. Do you see the kind of violence that Trump is doing? It's taken out of Hitler's book Mein Kampf. Hitler, or maybe not even Hitler, dude, maybe it was another propagandist, Goebbels, I don't even know who it is. One of those dudes was talking about how you use effective propaganda on people. And his deal was the big lie. That you make a lie and you never back down from it. It's the whole Star Trek Next Generation thing. Like, the power wants you to disregard the evidence of your own eyes and ears and only listen to the leader. So the Cardassian only wanted Picard to disregard his vision and only listen to what the power said, the Cardassian said. And they tortured him to do it. Trump does the same thing to the American people. He sends out a deluge of lies and propaganda. When I talked about the hurricane, the storm coming that was going to inundate you, this is the thing I was talking about. The lies, the non-stop, never-ending lies, the degradation of our institutions and of our shared sense of reality. That you have to be your own light in this era of darkness right now. And I'm here to help you do that. I'm being a light, a shining light. I'm shining my light as bright as I can. And to do this. Now here's the thing, right? I don't do this without opposition. It's not like I'm shining my light without opposition, because there are forces arrayed against me, and I could see them. It was documented throughout my entire time at the Salem Saturday Market. Every Saturday I would go there, and I will proclaim that Trump coordinated with the Russians to steal the 2016 elections. And time again, strangers would come up to me and gaslight me. They would tell me the opposite. They would say, no, he didn't. Trump didn't coordinate. That was Obama. That was Clinton. Trump didn't do it. That was Obama. That was Clinton. That was the liberals. It's the Democrats who are doing it. Seth Rich. Pizzagate. Pedophiles. It's Bill Clinton. It's the Clinton Foundation. Uranium One. Deluge. It's a deluge of bullshit. Pardon me, sorry. It's a deluge of BS. That's what happened. That's called gaslighting. When they make me question my own sanity, the evidence of my own eyes and ears, and say, no, listen to the power. They did that time and time again. And so I fought back. I resisted. Right? And that resistance was not pleasant. It was contentious, because we're having two basically having two versions of reality fight each other to see who's going to be expressed in and held in the social consciousness. Whose version of reality is going to win out? Right. And I refuse to be bullied. I refuse to be bullied down and lied to. I refuse to stand and let this bad broadcast be promulgated. I fought it. I resisted. And they called the police on me. They used social pressure to get me, of Confederates, to get me to say that the shortest line is actually the longest line. When I'm like, no, you're totally wrong. They tried to get me to agree that Russia was a friend. When I'm like, no, they attacked us. We're at war. They're the enemy. They tried so many things, and I resisted. I would not. I shined my light as bright as possible. Until the point where they said, we're going to take away your freedom if you keep doing this. And I said, okay, I'm done. I have no support. I did it as long as I could. But yeah, that's a form of violence. It's a form of violence, and it was done over and over and over again. And that's just to me, a white male, a mostly white male. And look and it was super hard for me. Imagine being a minority and trying it. Oh boy, you'd have even worse time. It would be so difficult, I can't even imagine. So we have an example of Trump using his will to lie, and then tries to make you eat his lie. And then we see his supporters doing the same thing, because that's what they did to me at the same Saturday market. People say, why don't you act nice like the Nazis who are there right now? They don't yell at people. They don't do all that stuff. No, their kind of abuse is much different. It's very targeted abuse. When I stood out there and they were behind me, I refused to engage with them. But that didn't mean they tried to bait me into engaging with them. But I refused to do it. I wouldn't even talk to them. So what they did instead was talk all sorts of crap about me. They insinuated that I was Antifa. Which, I kind of, oh shit, I gotta go back. I can't fall down. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Alright, I'm in the water. Oh no! I'm in the water. I'm in the ocean, far away. Oh no, now I've got a bunch of freaking drowned, tossing freaking... Oh no. Alright, there's icebergs. Come on, get in the iceberg. Don't die. Come on. Can't be dying on me. Out here in the middle of nowhere with their good stuff. Oh man. Alright, here, there's a tree. If I can get some wool, I can make a bed and I can sleep. That's why I wanted to sleep. Come on, is there like a tree? Or is there a sheep? A 3-hour tour. A 3-hour... No, there's a bunch of zombies though, and skeletons and spiders. Hey, enough spiders, I can get Ah! Alright. There's no wool. No sheep. Alright, well, damn it. These stupid bats. I hate them. Alright, I gotta wait. I have to go back. So I'm just gonna hang out here until, yeah. I don't even know what I was talking about anymore. Oh wait, there's a drown right here. Alright. What was I talking about? Gaslighting. Violence. Here's another example of it. Okay, climate change. Oh wait, no. Yeah, I'll come back to that. Let's see, Jacobian making about what though? Oh, the climate change. Oh yeah, okay. Let's see. Okay, here's another thing about gaslighting. Trump is now using. Okay, so Trump. Okay. Number one, you have to know. Trump is broke. Trump has no money. Trump is totally empty. He is not. He is made of nothing. You can poke your finger through him because he's so nothing there. He's like not, no integrity. There's nothing there. Because there's nothing there, he's easily malleable, easily corrupted, easily moved, easily manipulated. So the Russians have him totally easily. They own him. He's been washing their money for decades. The other thing is that he's broke, so he needs to make money. His properties, none of them make money. They're only there for money laundering. But if you don't have people laundering money there, they're costing you money. And Trump is losing a lot of money. He's got a lot of like worthless properties that are not making money because he doesn't know how to make money with them. Oh crap. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh crap. Oh crap. Leave me alone! The bats are coming. Ha! Ha! Going deeper. Okay. So he has this one property. Wait, one of the big stories is that Mike Pence went 3 hours out of his way to stay at a Trump property in Doonesbury or Doonesburg or whatever, Doonesbun, whatever, someplace in Ireland, instead of Dublin where his business was. He did this only to spend money at Trump properties. The Air Force, he's making the Air Force stop and stay at his Trump property. Even though the money that they have to spend at the Trump property is more than the money that the government gives the air people per day to live on. Trump makes them stay there even though it costs them money. Only because Trump wants to get the money from the military. And Trump took money from the military to build his wall. So Trump is just taking money out of the military left and right to build his vanity projects and to fill his own pockets. Like, the guy is disgusting. I can't stand him. I don't know. I can't handle him. He's obviously a Russian asset. And like, the sooner he gets out, the better. Now, Monday, the Democrats are coming back. Nancy Pelosi is being lame, and she isn't supporting impeachment, and I can't stand her. Jerry Nadler, is going to is pushing ahead with his House impeachment. I don't know how much it'll do, but hey, it can't hurt. I mean, if we can get more light, because people don't know what's going on. Fox News has been pushing out this alternate reality for so long that there are people who are just lost, totally lost. They have no idea. It's almost daylight. I don't know what level. Wasn't it on 80? I don't remember. Just hit one more. Oh, damn it. Alright, that way. Donald Trump is corrupt, bribable. He is grifting off the government. He's stealing off the government. He's tricked half the people into buying it. These people are like an insurgent army, and they spread terrorism through mass murder with firearms, and then they resist any attempt to take away the firearms that let them commit mass murder. And they've built this ideology built upon the taking away of these weapons of mass murder. And they terrorize people into buying it, which is like the worst thing that you could possibly do. I am all for the banning of firearms, of semi-automatic firearms, and automatic as well. There should only be bolt action. That means pistols too, no pistols. To get one of them, I understand if you live in Alaska or something like that, you might need firearms. But for a guy in the city, no, you don't need it. Firearms are a failure of society. So I'm all about taking away all firearms. Beto O'Rourke had the idea to buy back firearms, and I like his idea. I'm all for it. You can keep your bolt action rifles if you want, but the semi-auto stuff with bump stocks to overcome the auto ban, yeah, forget you, dude. That's bad faith. You guys are not at all interested in public health, public safety. And that's part of what the government does, dude, is security. If you can't be secure in public, are you really free? If you have to worry about some extremist murdering you in public, are you really free? Especially when the fix is so easy. Alright, so this is going to have one little dip. But I'm not going to redo this whole thing. Oh, why not? Sure, why not? To maintain the evenness of it. All that time wasted and all those blocks wasted because I fell. Don't fall, kids. And when you fall, don't fall in the ocean. Okay, whatever. So one of the problems with U.S. gun laws is that, okay, so I understand that position. What I'm talking about is a bit extreme, and that there's going to be a lot of people who are opposed to it. Even liberals will be opposed to my idea of banning firearms completely. Fine, fine. A compromise would be to better regulate firearms. If we can't outright ban firearms, then let's regulate them. Right now, U.S. gun laws are stupid. They are a patchwork of gun laws that cover only some of the states and only partially. And they just and since they don't cover, okay, the way I look at U.S. gun laws is the way you can look at female armor in comic books. Have you seen female armor in comic books? It barely covers them. Right? It's like chainmail over their nipples and their vagina, and that's it. The rest of it is their skin, their bare skin falling out all over the place, offering zero protection. It's like a joke, right? It's a joke how bad it is. That's U.S. gun laws. People say, oh, we have gun protection. We have gun laws. No, dude, your gun laws are like female armor. like barely covering, and leave so much exposed as to not even be worth it. It's just worthless. It's worthless. It's worthless. It's utterly worthless. The gun laws need to be, you need to have universal background checks for everything. For personal, for gun shows, like no loopholes. You gotta be doing this for real. Like, that's why people are complaining so much that gun laws don't work, and that they want to ban them outright. It's because you can't even regulate them. If you can't regulate them, then ban them, right? If you say that you can regulate them, then regulate them. Do it. Then do it. Because right now, all I see is, oh, we're not able to regulate them. Then ban it. Then you're not able to have these. If you can't regulate them, then you're not able to have them. Ooh, look at that. That's kind of cool. Nice. Oh, there's trees on top. When does that ever happen? Man. Yeah. I don't know about guns. We had a bunch of people die here in Salem a couple weeks ago. And it's dumb. It's dumb. You don't have to. You don't have to. There doesn't need to be guns. Guns are really good tools to kill people. That's why that's why they shouldn't be readily available. Hey, I missed the Mesa Desert. That's where my other base was. Oh, look, there's a mine shaft right there. Oh, dude, we have to stop here. This is my next base. Look at that up there, dude. What is that? All right, I'm doing it. Look at that. All those tracks. On the surface. I've never been here. What's up with these tracks on the surface? Well, whoever did it was it's a bad idea how they did it. Oh, right there. See, terracotta. I want to see what this is. Just trees up here? That's amazing. Yeah, dirt on top of trees. Wow. Neat. Dirt on top of a terracotta, a mesa plateau. But it's all dirt though. The grass isn't spreading. Oh, look at that. That's cool. Neato. Well, if I'm ever hungry for gold, and I don't want to go to my gold farm, I don't know. That's cool. And then down here, we got this going on. Ow. Come on, really? Nothing there, really? They're like, really, dude? Really? We never started. Ooh, look at that. See, gold. If I were hungry for gold. Like, what's up with this? Is there a mine shaft here or not, man? Do I have to dig down? Oh. Crap. My axe. Come on out, guy. Oh, that's right. I don't have a bed. Shit. Well, I have wood now. Hey, what's up, wood? Get more. That's what I need. Oh, I don't have a sword. Oh, I can make wool. I can make a bed. I don't want to go in there. I want to make a bed. And my wool. All right, no more bats for me. More coffee. Yeah, man. Tasty. Okay. And away we go. That's funny. Desert right next to an iceberg. Oh, that's awesome. Hurricane Dorian. It was a Category 5 hurricane. And it went over to the Bahamas and sat on top of them for 2 days. A Category 5 hurricane has got winds of like 180 miles an hour. That don't stop. That's sustained. That place is wrecked. Like, I mean, just utterly destroyed. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta figure out how to get them help, because that's just crazy. Trump is like stupid. He doesn't know how to help anything. He doesn't help at all. But yeah, I couldn't imagine the horror of just like it just non-stop winds of 180 miles an hour. I mean, you'd have to be underground for that. How long have I been going? Hour and a half. Oh. Okay. Yeah, some pretty gnarly stuff. Oh wow, look at the terracotta goes all the way into the water now. So we have a whole bunch of homeless people, and yet we're the richest country in the world. How is that even possible? Well, I'm gonna use up the rest of these bricks and then I'll stop. So I went to I went out the other night, Ooh. And I met a guy, a young guy, and when I talked to him, like the the thing he said to me, and it was that like that he's Mexican. He's Mexican. I'm like, well, does that mean you are from Mexico, or and that you're a foreign person here? He's like, no, 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 no. Like I was born here, right? I have citizenship. I'm like, well, then you're American. And he was like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, no, dude, for sure, for real, you're American. And I don't know. That scares me. That young people are wondering if they're American or not. Like, of course you're American if you're born here. It doesn't matter what the deal is with your parents. If you're born here, you're American. And that's something that I think the Trump administration is guilty of doing. Is that they're trying to limit the idea of being an American to only white people. And that's so stupid. It's so dumb. If you're born here, you're an American. That's the deal. That's what's up. And they cannot take that away from you. They want to. The white nationalists, the people opposed to America, they want to take that away from you, but they cannot. They cannot take it away from you. That's the way it is. So yeah, don't let them get that propaganda in your head that to make you question your Americanness. If you're born here, you're an American. I don't care if you're Mexican or Hindu or European or African or whatever. If you're born here, you're an American. You're one of us. You're with us. There's no doubt about it. Ooh. Oh no. What? What? Oh, it's just like a water. So here, like that. A pocket of water. How funny. Yeah, don't let them take that from you. That's stupid. They never question that. They want you to question it. They want you to wonder if you really are an American. No, you for sure are an American. And you get all the rights associated with it. But you have to practice your rights. You have to exercise your rights. They're like a muscle. If you don't exercise it, they atrophy. And then they can make you question. All right, I think I'm going to stop right here. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I will catch you again next week. Maybe a pirate episode. Who knows what's going to happen? It's so crazy. The House comes back. Everyone comes back. The House and the Senate come back. And stuff is going to start going down. So get ready. Get ready. Get ready. All right, America. Pogokero out. Peace.